couple entertainment things I wanted to speak on real quick and get your opinion on. So of course we know 50 Cent and his oldest son, Marquise, right? So is that the boy that he's holding in Get Rich or Die Trying?
I think
in the
that's the original one. Yeah, that's the one that he gave so much to.
Yeah.
Say,
And of course that him and his kid's mother, lot of animosity there, a lot of bad energy. They always going at it. It seems as though she kept the son from him for whatever reason, whether it was abuse, whether it was whatever it was. We don't know exactly, but for whatever reason, the child and 50 had a separation at some point in time. The boy looks just like him though, right. And so it's a lot of animosity. It's the boy acts similar to the father, and so his son dropped a diss song today.
Wow,
dissing
50
Cent.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, and so I don't think that's ever happened before.
Damn, nah.
Whereas though your firstborn, your son, your seed. What other words we got? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is you on the song, right?
Yeah.
So
your offspring.
Your offspring, right? Okay, so 50's dissed a lot of people.
Right.
50's coming a lot of people crazy.
Right.
Social media. I think this might be one that he ignores or doesn't
you better ignore
doesn't respond to. I mean, what do you do?
In my estimate of the situation, first off, it's just crazy that I just want to say this is crazy because he actually did the same thing on the movie, on the show Power. He was going through where his son, turned on him. It's funny. Yeah. You know what I mean? How imitate life imitate us sometimes. But with excuse me, with my man 50 here, I can almost see 50 wanting to return and reply and fire back, just because that's his nature. Yeah. But you can't fire back at your son. Like, what you really gonna say? Like, man, you a little this, you know what I mean? Something like you gonna be really disrespecting yourself. You know what I mean? Disrespecting your son. So the only thing I could really think of is, 50 really sit down and really talk to him. That's what I
don't want to talk to him.
And so both of them really got the same.
They got the same mindset. I mean, but if you look at it like this, I can understand where Marquise is coming from, where some of his anger may come from, because 50 and his mother have public disagreements, and 50 has publicly spoke bad about her. Right. You know what I mean? And so he feels like, that's my mother, right? But, what you got to understand, I guess, is that your mother was his girl, and so the relationship is different. So maybe when he gets older, he'll be able to understand the dynamic a little bit better.
How old is he now?
The son?
Yeah, he should be like, 17?
Yeah, he's older than that. Yeah. I mean, I think he's like 19. Right. But the thing about it is that, so the song is called Different, and the son is dropping a mixtape called Escape. Okay, so one of the bars, he says that I lost my pops. He's still alive. Saved this for a different song, different time. So he's early.
Feel like he don't even have it for him.
Yeah. So this is early in his rap career. So this is not. I mean, he's not mumble rap. It's New York. It's New York vibe. But it is sad that things are at that point.
What if it's a publicity stunt? It's always an opportunity. It's always an opportunity. This is the way to get his son out. He's the beef king. So he would have been thought of this like, you know what? I'm gonna have the perfect way to get my son out through beef with me.
Yeah, I mean that would be slick. But the thing about it is that the mother would have she would have like spilled the beans on that if that's what the plan was. But I think ultimately at the end of the day, they will squash it eventually and get to the point where they on good terms.
I would hope so.
It's gonna take some time though. Plus, he got other kids, so that can add to some of the anger and the frustration.
Yeah, I know what it's like, man. I got a son. He's 14. And I don't get to see him as much as I would like to. So I go through the same thing sometimes. That a lot of people go through with their kids' mothers, you know, as far as the stressing and the anxiety and wanting to see their kid and can't necessarily get things the way they want them. You know, the system is kind of tailor-made to, okay, the baby's born, it goes with the mother, you know. So a lot of times people fall right into that, and then you know, they work their way around it. Or sometimes people don't like how it works and they try to fight against it, or, you know, like I said, you just meld right into the program. But ultimately, it's still to the point whereas if you have a child, you know, you should be vocal about wanting to see them and wanting to be a part of their life and wanting things to be correct in their lives. Versus just letting their mother do whatever and not caring.
Yeah,
but you shouldn't necessarily attack their mother on,
but
you know, those
think
types
that
of...
the complication comes in is that, let's say, in their instance, 50's, what he says about it, which may not be the truth, but what he says about it is he don't want to be with her no more. Right. She caught attitude. You know what I mean? And so she looks at it like, I was with you when you was coming up. Now these other girls around, you don't want to be with me. I don't want these girls around my son. And then it kind of escalates from there. Right. And then maybe he wants to be forceful. I don't know, this is my son, da-da-da. We get restraining orders. We get houses burned down. We get all kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
That's
and it's
way above the all kind of crazy. That's above
crazy.
Average crazy right there. Burn the whole house down.
Super crazy. But hopefully they'll be able to get this thing together. I hate to see families... you know what I mean?
Torn.
Right, torn. Because eventually somebody's going to, you know, be on the other side. Right. And then you're going to look back at this time that was wasted, you know, arguing over
hopefully
petty stuff.
Hopefully they can work their way through that, man. Shout out to 50, shout out to Lord 50, you know.
Yeah.
Baby mama 50. I don't know everybody's names.
Baby mama
Marquise
50.
And
Marquise,
you know 50.
yeah.
So
And,
shout out to them.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to take a break. I appreciate you coming through.
No problem,
definitely,
bro. Appreciate you having
posted me on that, and definitely come through before the project drops.
Definitely.
Real Spit Radio's coming up, and I think we're gonna get into that Marquise song also.
Right. That'll be dope.
So we can hear that. All right, so stay tuned.
Grammy Weekend, Diesel Fuel TV, man. Make sure you come with your boy, man. It's your boy Don Diesel.
All right.